Dame, it's time to cry. What's up, words? Your boy Challz Brown back again talking facts. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, hit the notification bell. Keep sending those Cashaps to CLBMG. Join that membership, and all you buying that merch down below. Gang, listen. So, I got a song I released a couple months ago. It's called Cry. I did a video and all that. I might bring it to this channel. I put it on my other music channel, but the song in no uncertain terms says, it's okay. Sometimes the best medicine is just to cry. Mr. Dame Dash, it might be time to just cry, gang. Just going to be honest, there's nothing wrong with it. It's very therapeutic. It might be time to just cry, shake your limbs, and just get it all out and reset, because you are doing bad, gang. And what the simple fact of the matter is, the reason you're doing bad is your own self, your own selfishness, your arrogance. It has finally come to a head. You've been trying to lie for the last 10 years. You've been really turning up the lies for the last 10 months. It's been getting crazy. Now, they walked you down through all the nonsense, the bankruptcies and this, that, and the third, to the point where you just sold, or they just bought your movie studio for $100 bill, gang. It's okay. Put your head down on the desk and just cry. Let it out, Dame. I think that's what Dame been missing. Just a tear. Drop some tears, gang, because at this point you're holding it all in, right? You're holding it all in. We could tell you look stressed. You're trying to show us that you're not stressed. You're sitting in your swing with your shirt off, with your bucket hat. I'm gonna keep bringing it up because it's so goddamn ridiculous. You got Nikki Licky out there, the white Aaliyah, as you like to call her, singing this rap song. She dissing and she's singing at the same time. She dissing 50 Cent, this, that, and the third, and you sitting up there talking about some checkmate. Yeah? Who got checkmate? I think you checkmated yourself. You playing chess by yourself and you checkmated your goddamn self. Because I don't think nobody's playing with you. Everybody else on a different board. All right? End of the day, Dame Dash may try to do a play where he's going to declare bankruptcy and then try to tell me and you that he did the right thing. No, you did it. Everything you did was wrong, Dame. You've been doing shit wrong since Rockefeller Records. And the reason I stay on you, Dame, because, for instance, we just saw you come back on the Breakfast Club and you sat up there and told another bald-faced lie. I got a video. I said, Dame Dash been lying to you for 10 years. I got a video. I did that like a couple months ago, and then here we are again. So Dame Dash been trying to tell us, I'm fine. I'm okay. Like, this guy been trying to make us believe that he's still rich. He telling people, yo, my house bigger than yours. Still with the same shit. You ain't learned nothing. I've been saying for 2 years now, humble yourself. It's not getting through. I'm going to stop saying humble yourself, and I'm just going to say cry, my G. Just get a good cry. Just let the water flow. It's going to relax your muscles, gang. It's going to feel like a spa day. Just let it out, because at this point, you have got to do something different than what you're doing. I'm dead ass. We're looking at you fall and fail financially in every other kind of way. You're feeling at your family life. Everything is fumbling and crumbling, gang. We saw them shows with your family. You screaming and yelling at your own family. It's just bad, gang. Just cry, gang. You need some therapeutic help. But you'll probably be arguing with the therapist. We saw you. Every time I've seen him on any show that's trying to get some help, he's arguing with the person. Gang, you got to let this shit go, bro. You still talking about Jay-Z. You saying you don't, but you do. You still talking about everybody else. Camron and this, that, and the third. Chatty Patty. They just bought your shit for $100 bill. Gang, I could have went and bought that shit. They bought it for $100.50. I could have said $100.55. I would have owned Dame Dash Studios. Gang, you ain't doing good. You need to change your ways, gang. Something not right. Right? I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Listen, gang, we need to talk about this, because Dame is showing us everything not to do. And what we don't understand is Dame is still, people are still following his lead. They still think that Dame has the answers. Dame has all the wrong answers. You know how they do those posts? Yeah, who is this? Wrong answers only. Dame is that guy. He's a wizard of them shits, because he got all the wrong answers. Yes, I do still talk about Dame Dash, because I still haven't let it go. I've been watching this downfall of this mogul, this big boss, one of the Breakfast Club, telling everybody he's a boss and you are not. Told the guys at the Breakfast Club, you don't own this though. They can fire you tomorrow. What, he didn't fire him, just gave Charlamagne ass $200 million fucking dollars. So they didn't get fired. DJ Envy, all of them up there. Angela Yee got her own podcast. Right? You try to become a YouTuber and that shit ain't last but a couple months. You're not consistent at anything. You sat up there and told these people, why would I go to work every day? I don't want to do that. That's not me. Well, guess what? The people going to work every day actually have their shit together. They don't have $20 million of debt. Right? You're the motherfucker. You still saying that shit. You said that shit like a week ago. Like you don't want to go do a 9 to 5. You still on that bullshit. You still talking about that bullshit. Like gang, we've surpassed you. No one, we understand the value of having a job. You win the Breakfast Club. You really just went in there. What was the interview? Was about 2-3 months ago. You went in there, looked around. You said this place is like a coffin. I can never sit in here every day. You got issues, bro. There's a problem with you. There's a problem with you. You don't want to work, right? All that hustler shit, gang. If you gonna be a hustler, then go back hustling, gang. Go buy a brick and sit down and do that. End of the day, everything you're talking, and even motherfuckers that do that gotta hustle, gang. I've never met a hustler who didn't want to get out and hustle. That is a 9 to 5 too. I don't know if niggas know that. I don't know if you've been out the game so long. They got to work harder now than they did back in the day. So what we're seeing is a man that really don't want to. You don't want to commit to things. Let's just say that you don't want to commit to things. So at the end of the day, we're watching Dame Dash spiral, and I'm going to have this conversation because, like I said, he just sold his whole studio for $100. I've been telling you this been coming, but Dame Dash been telling us for months. I'm good. I'm fine. My house bigger than yours. What he told DJ Envy, let's go house for house. All this shit, right? He's sitting out there on his damn porch with it. He got a video where he's riding a Sea-Doo, letting the water spill out the back. Oh yeah, you got a Sea-Doo? They probably like, well, let's add that to the list of shit we gonna come and take. Right? Dame Dash he's still doing this thing that we used to do when we were younger, where we wanted to show that we had things, right? We wanted to show that we got the new Jordans, we got the new Michael Irvin, all of the Magic and all this shit. We got all the new Converse Felines, right? All this bullshit, the new Lottos, right? Y'all remember Lottos? You could take the take the color of the icon off and switch it. I don't know if y'all remember. I'm going too far back. Let's stay focused. End of the day, right? Lecoq Sportif and all that shit. Dame Dash still want to show you he's rich rather than be rich. Because the simple fact of the matter is Dame Dash could have been back on his feet, but Dame Dash is too Dame Dashy. He's too arrogant, and he don't like to work with people. You know how they say doesn't work well with others. He don't work well with others. That's why he got all these lawsuits. That's why he loses all this money. Because every time they try to work with him, he pulls some bullshit and sabotages it. Because he wants to be the big boss. He can't work with you. He got to work. You got to be under him. And when he realizes you're not under him, then at that point, right, he'll hit him with the pause button. That's what he probably would say right there, pause. Yeah, we don't do that around here. So at that point, when he realizes you're not under him, then he wants to blow the whole shit up. And that's why we got all these different lawsuits with all these different people. Yes, that lady too, that you took her money and she was trying to make that a movie with you and you took her money. She won too. So a lot of people won and his child support, everything going on in here. So Dame Dash, you are at a point now, you might just want to get the cries out. Get the cries out because it really ain't nowhere to go from here. They took everything. You've been trying to tell us that it's all good. It ain't all good. It's been all bad, right? And the simple fact of the matter is some of us are here for the story. We're here to watch it. Not because we want to kick you while you're down. We just want to see that all that shit you was kicking was bullshit. All right, all that bobo you was kicking, you was kicking the Willie Bobo. Well, you missed the whole football because at the end of the day, we don't believe you. We need more people. We are the people that went to work 9 to 5. Okay, we are the people that went out here, the first responders and the people that work at the gas station, the thrift store, all these different people. You disrespected all of them with that talk, and I'm never ever going to let you forget it. Never. And when people try to say, "Yo, Challz, bro, he's not that serious," go back 10 years and watch that Breakfast Club interview and watch how much of an asshole he was, and then watch him over the past 10 years how he's never changed. He's never done anything better. Dame Dash would have been out of this situation if he would have humbled himself. People wanted to believe him. They want to help him. To this day, he still got people in his comments. Yeah, Dame, da-da-da. It ain't as many as before, I can promise you that. But he still got people that want to follow him. People would have helped Dame Dash. People would have bought Dame Dash shit. But soon as you go, most people, right? Everybody don't get to the same place at the same time. But most people, soon as we go over to his page and we see that, oh, he ain't changed, he's still acting arrogant, still getting his hair cut every fucking day, and he talking shit while he getting a haircut, and everybody else is this, that, and the 30, still talking that Jay-Z shit, all that slick shit. Like, it's like, yo, after a while, we say, gang, he not getting no better. This is not something I want to support. People support people that they like, gang. It is what it is. After a while, you started to turn a lot of people off. Yeah, I know you still got your minions and there's people still going my comments, this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, you turned a lot of people off. So this is your fault. I want to read this article on The Root, right? And I'm going to have a conversation. But I feel like Dame Dash would already have rebounded. He could have rebounded as soon as Rockefeller fell apart. He would have already rebounded. But a lot of people got bridges burnt. Yeah, I even saw a guy that used to really work really closely with him. This was a couple years ago. I think he was cutting his hair or some shit. They tried to do business, and the guy, he got all his ducks in a row, and Dame Dash crashed out and walked away. And the guy said, I wouldn't. And this is one of the biggest supporters of Dame Dash. I used to be like, bro, you riding a little too hard for this guy. But this guy said, the way Dame Dash crashed out, this guy was a true believer. And he said the way Dame Dash crashed out, he would never do business with him again. And I saw that. It was a downfall. This was probably 7-8 years ago. It's a while ago. It was a very long time ago, right? So, end of the day, I've seen this coming. I've seen him burning bridges and turning people off for years. That turned off the consumer. That's why nothing he does works. I'm just going to be honest, because the people see right through it. They see that he's not a really good-hearted individual. He's mad selfish. He only want to stack money just so he can show and blow it and be like, yo, I got all this money. It's not a genuine reason for him to be doing what he's doing. He don't pick stuff that he genuinely wants to do. Right? And I know he got this rock band, this, that, and the third. I don't know if Dame Dash has any talent, to be honest. So the simple fact, you're doing a rock band is probably a selfish reason for that. Right? Why weren't you making music before? Why did you wait till now to do a rock band? Like, it's weird shit. End of the day, I don't even care, because whatever Dame Dash touches, to me, it seems to not really work that well. And he always blows it up. I want to have this conversation, and I know a lot of people be like, yo, Challz, lighten up, da-da-da. I'm not even going hard, gang. I'm just telling you the facts. I'm not going hard. I'm telling you shit that's really public knowledge at this point. Let me read this article. You'll never believe how much Dame Dash's film company just sold for or why, by Chanel Janai. This is on theroot.com, all right? So let me have this conversation. Hip-hop icon Dame Dash is trying to do all he can to get himself out of debt, but his latest endeavor doesn't look like it's going to move the needle much. It really ain't, because like I said, Dame Dash he's burned himself real bad with all of the nonsense and all of the tomfoolery that people don't want to support Dame no more. And it's to the point that he can't really sell water to a well, gang. It's just crazy. Let me continue. It appears music icon Dame Dash is trying to do all he can to get himself out of debt, including selling off some of his catalog. But given the latest price he just sold it at, it'll be a while before he reaches his goals. Listen, that's code for it ain't gonna happen, gang. It ain't gonna happen. Dame Dash is not doing enough. He don't have enough cachet, and people just not really feeling Dame like that. The stuff is worthless. I'm just gonna be honest, because it has his name on it. It's worthless. People don't want to deal with it because then it come with him. Try to sell that Rockefeller chain and then say, yo, he tried to sell the third of Rockefeller Records. He was gonna throw in the Rocnation the Rockefeller chains, and he's trying to get $10 million. Nobody bought it. Everybody was interested. Drake, this, that, and the third. Nobody bought it because it come with him. It come with a lot of nonsense that people don't want to deal with. Let me continue. As we've reported before, Dame owns multiple millions and has for some years now. In September 2025, he filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy, with later details coming out that he owed more than $25 million in taxes, child support, and legal judgments. He's been telling us for years he's straight. That don't sound like somebody that's good, gang. $25 million means you messed up bad somewhere down the line. Let me continue. Dame also reportedly owed $8.7 million in back taxes to New York State and the Internal Revenue Service. Additionally, the New York State Department of Taxation and Finance was also seeking $9.6 million. Los Angeles County was looking to grab $5.79 million, and the New Jersey Division of Taxation is hoping to grab $3.5 million. He's also reportedly owes at least $5 million in other civil suits. That's just civil suits, $5 million. Gang, what this telling you is Dame Dash don't like paying shit he owes. This is no way to get this much in debt over taxes when you have made the money to get taxed on. That means you were not paying your taxes. You didn't want to. I'm just going to be honest. There's no other way around. It ain't that you broke, because at some point you had it to pay this and you chose not to. It is what it is, gang. This is how that works. This is how these rich people do. They want to not pay their taxes and they caught up with them. Let me continue. He also reportedly owes at least $5 million in civil suits. Prior to his bankruptcy filing in November 2024, Dame also sold his share of Rockefeller Records for only $1 million in an effort to pay off some of his back taxes. He needed $10 million to do that at the time, and he only got $1 million from the state. They bought it, and now they own it. Now it looks like he's once again letting go of another asset. Only this time it's his production company, Poppington LLC, which was responsible for films like Honor Up, Too Honorable, and more. The company was sold under a court order in an effort to offset $1 million he owes from defamation lawsuits, according to the New York Post. However, because only one person showed up to the auction, it didn't drive the bidding price up higher. That's a lot. Listen, one person showed up. One person showed up. That's embarrassing, gang. I'm just going to be honest. Let me continue. However, because only one person showed up to the auction, it didn't drive the bidding price up higher. Dame's LLC only sold for $100.50 and now is under the ownership of Mike Muntaser, who serves as the CEO of Muddy Water Motion Pictures. Muntaser also happens to be the person who Dame owes about $973,000 to after losing multiple civil suits over the years, gang. That means this guy sued him several times and Dame lost every single time. The low price of Poppington LLC is also due to it reportedly being a distressed asset because of Dame's other lawsuit and other term debts. They know that if they buy, they ain't gonna really get it's just not worth nothing. Describing the purchase as a deliberate jab against Dame, Munster said the hip hop mogul, quote, "He's just a problem. He has an ego. I think it's just bitter. Coming from where he was to where he is, he blames everybody else and doesn't look himself in the mirror," end quote. And I agree. I think Dame is still blaming everybody else. He still got this thing on his back about Jay-Z. Jay-Z did him wrong. Jay-Z did that. Jay-Z did this, that, and the third. Always crying. I told you he could have been out of this mess a long time ago, but he won't take accountability. Muntaser also shared that the purchase was a way to get back at Dame for making him go through years of litigation and not working things out like grown men. Dame's money situation was recently the topic of conversation on a September interview at the Breakfast Club, where he didn't take too kindly to the insinuations that he was having money trouble. Still lying, still trying to act like he was rich. This big rich guy from the city, left a good job in the city. He wanted to be the big rich guy in the city. It ain't that, but he don't want you to know that. In fact, he pushed back on claims that he's broke, despite the fact that having his bankruptcy filing revealed that he had only expenses that equal $5,200, but was bringing in no income. Yet and still, the selling of his own assets do point to some sort of financial inconsistencies. Dame, listen, have a good cry. Get yourself together. Make sure that you are starting to kind of repent for the things that the way that you believe. It's old school. Nobody's believing like that no more. You're living in the past. We ain't these big time bosses and drug dealers and this, that, and the third that you still think you're going to be rocking with from the 90s, gang. Get over that shit. Get over yourself. I need you to understand you put yourself in this and only you can get yourself out, all right? Tighten up, okay? Stop using everybody else for an excuse and stop using people's good graces to stick around, because a lot of people put you in good ass positions and you burnt them. So next time, do good business. That's it. I'm out of here, man. CLBMG. Head on over to black-yeti.com. Let them know who sent you. They ship all over the continental US, all right? Damn, you could do shit like that. Do like black-yeti.com. Also, every Wednesday night, we go live on The What Show, me, TJ, and Fliz, 9:15 on all my social media platforms. Lock in. Also, we got a new video called This That is off the Web Project. Me, TJ, and Fliz, we got some hip-hop on there. All streaming platforms. Tap in. Go over to the videos on my page. Watch it. Let me know what you think, man. Listen, I'm out of here. I'm going to catch y'all on that flip side. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine.
Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.
Get my coat, get my sheepskin, grab my wallet, get my pocket knife, and get that hat right there. We out. Grab my pocket knife too. Let's go. When I first came to the city, niggas didn't believe me. I just wanted to join a team and throw a 6-pass easily. 6-man off the bench, alley-oop pass freely. Suit up for one game and hope a scout might see me. But nah, niggas is greedy, wasn't rocking with him. Unplugged the scoreboard, put a lock on the gym. Told me to power forward, point guard at the rim. And left me with no center and a ball full of phlegm. Not knowing that I'm a dog, a Rottweiler within, with the heart of a pit bull that don't bark for pretend. My bites cut deep, break the bone and the skin, with the level of hustlenomics you do not comprehend. So first, I took a block down on the west side end, and then secured a spot with some goons and some kin, and then sent out some flyers, let the games begin. And in 6 months' time, the city like that's him. Oh yeah, he the one that moved the hustle to the burbs, and yeah, he the one that knocked the hustlers off the curb, and yeah, he the one that set up shop without a word, and he the one that got it cracking, and all he did was rapping by the Hooters. I kept killers from being shooters. Put a mic in a thug's hand, now he loyal like Pats fans. Take a man off the streets past the needles and crack cans. Promise mama to keep him safe, then put some food in his face, and he'll kill for you. But I don't need him for that. Click like, click share. Tell them bitches we back. Share the whole location. Tell them niggas where we at. Cause we out here and we ain't the cheese, we the trap.